let's talk about the refrigerant or the gases that they use, right?
Correct.
Up until fairly recently, most companies were using it's R134A, right?
Yeah, which is basically a fluorohexacarbon, so it's incredibly damaging to the environment.
It's good that in recent years they've moved away from that, and now there's basically two options. Give us the two options that we've got.
So we've got R290, which is essentially propane, and we've got CO2.
So propane is what iStore is using, right?
Correct.
Other manufacturers use CO2 as well.
Yes, there are a couple of premium brands that come from Japan that use CO2. So there was an improvement in efficiency going from 134A to the 290, along with being a much more environmentally friendly gas. So it was all round much better. Propane's quite a commonly used gas in, say, cooking.
Yes. Yeah.
It is flammable compared to CO2. The thing is that, look, these are completely sealed systems. There's not a lot of gas in them. These are incredibly safe cycles. So at the end of the day, it is much better for everybody using environmentally friendly refrigerants.
And now let's compare and contrast the differences between our CO2.
My heat pump at home is a Sandon. It is a CO2 compressor. Now, my understanding was that CO2 is a bit more efficient compared to even R290, but I also may not have done the comparison properly at that time. But the big reason I think CO2 is good is if you've got really extreme temperature changes. Like if you're living in Tassie where it gets below zero, or you're in Dubai where you've got really, really hot conditions. Our understanding is heat pumps are a lot more efficient and a bit more stable in those conditions.
Do you think it's true that CO2 is much more efficient, or is that maybe a myth when you're talking about more moderate climates?
I think it's very fair to say, for at least in our conditions, R290, it's more than good enough for the job. It's a lot cheaper to build with because you don't need as heavy-duty components. You need far higher compression temperatures on CO2. So that means all your plumbing and your condensers and evaporators all have to be far more rugged and heavy, and this just adds to cost. I think it's fair to say that I paid almost twice what I would pay for my Sandon. I paid twice for that.
Well, the good thing is if you move to Dubai or to Beijing, you'll be able to bring it with you and it'll still work.
It'll work really well.